It's your boy Girl here, back with another video, and today, and I supposed to video you guys, man. Today we're gonna be doing the first, guide that I want to introduce into the channel, which is a tournament of power guide. Now I know Azzy does the guides as well, but just checking out his videos, I was like, bro, why don't I can't do it? I feel like I want to definitely try to get more knowledgeable into the tournament of power. I feel like I know some things, so for the first season and so, I probably might be a little bit like not really too knowledgeable about it, like as I want to be. But like over time, I feel like I'm gonna start understanding a lot of these people's kits and like really understand the just a lot more on tournament of power. But I really feel like it's a PvP, it's a PvE, like a mode that gets you pretty much the most chrono crystals every 2 weeks, right? Like a typical PvP season is going to give you 1,000 chrono crystals, your top 10k. For this, I think you can get up to 1.5 chrono crystals, and then if you look at any other mode, like this is giving you the most chrono crystals if you take advantage for it. So they don't, the devs ain't really giving us a lot of ways of getting chrono crystals. So I really feel like this mode gives out the most, and it's pretty much the easiest to really do because you're just clicking cards and everything. So I might as well just make the guide for you guys and help you guys out in terms of you guys tournament power, because none of you guys don't really care too much about learning TOP and all that stuff. You kind of just want to get your chrono crystals and gal. So yeah, I'm basically gonna start making the guides now. I definitely want to run into some things that you guys need to know about tournament power that some people don't even know about. So one is that this is the team that I used last year, and last season. I'm showing a screenshot somewhere of me being like what place I finished in with this team right here. And the new changes for tournament power has it where you basically need to win 25 wins in a row, because if you win 25 wins in a row, you get huge bonuses. You don't want to use no heals, and you don't want to go to the yellow spots to change your team. You want to win 25 wins in a row to get the massive boost and be as high as possible into the list. So you really want to have survivability on your team and all that good stuff. So if you're trying to rock like a team, all team Z, you really want to have units that's really powerful as well, so that you guys can survive throughout the whole routes and everything. So next thing I also want to talk about is you really want to get your friendship rank up to 10. You want to get your friendship rank up 10 to the units that you use the most, because it helps with your key restore speed. Now what makes key restore speed so special is that it helps you attack first. The people that has the highest key restore attacks first. So if you have low key restore speed, then that means the enemy is going to go first and you're going to take more damage. But if you have all your units friendship rank 10, you're most likely going to have higher key restore speed than the enemy, and you guys are going to be able to attack first all your units, and you probably most likely take less damage, and you'll be able to kill them as fast as possible. So definitely friendship rank 10, grind that with the let's fights, and then that one stage from the story mode. And then also that there is actually equipments for TOP. If you guys don't know where to go get TOP equipments, go to the rare metals exchange shop, and then there's a tab all the way to the right that says tournament of power, like TOP, and then you guys can get your equipments there and all that good stuff. And it actually helps because it helps with like base strike and base health and all that good stuff. It just makes you survive more and hit a little bit harder in terms of your damage. So yeah, without that getting out the way, I think I got all the intros out here. And yeah, so now I'm finna just make a cut here, and I'm probably gonna talk about like some of the top teams to use for this season, and we'll catch you guys there. Okay, so the first team that I want to actually talk about, and I think this team is actually going to have the most Z tier units on there, is actually Frieza Force. So probably on like the left side of the overlay, I'm probably going to show like the total amount of like Z, like the points together combined when you have this team together and everything. So it's basically Frieza Force, or you can actually call them bases just Ginyu Force. So we actually go to like and sort them out by Z tier. You can basically rock Frieza Force or Ginyu Force or whatever, and usually the lineup you're going to have is probably Captain Ginyu here for the HP and the Z ability. The Z ability is really nice for all the Ginyu Force members, and you guys see here that all the Ginyu Force EX units are basically in Z tier. So that means your full team, you can definitely just rock the full Ginyu Force squad for real. And then if you don't want to rock Gudo right here, you guys can actually switch Gudo out. I know a lot of people don't really rock Gudo, and you guys can put Sashami right here, or you guys can even put the Frieza, not the what's name, but the this Raditz right here, which is Raditz is really powerful. He actually is a sparking unit that is in Z tier right here, which is really nice. He has some decent damage and stuff, you know, blast damage and nice. Nothing really crazy about his stats. It's just really just to fill up that Z tier spot so you can have that extra 20% boost. I believe that every Z tier unit gives a 20% boost whenever you win a match and everything. And then for your bench, you can honestly be really flexible about it. Like I said, you can make it to be a Frieza Force or like a Ginyu Force squad. I personally will probably go to the S tier, right? They actually have some pretty strong S tier units as well. Now I actually probably will put in like Purple Mecha Frieza. He is a new unit, so his kit is just super insane. You guys see like how long his first unique ability is right here, like extra damage, reducing the damage, and all this good stuff, right? And then this is the second one that's really nice here. Like he just has a his whole kit is just ridiculous. So I'll probably put him here, and I also probably put Nappa here because, like I said, you do want to have survivability. You do want to have units that can actually do some damage too. So I really feel like these two units are really safe offense to put as your backup. So just in case, like say for example, like Jace is getting getting hit a ton, you can just put in like Purple Mecha Frieza or Nappa, really solid units that can do some good damage and has a really good kit to make you survive for the whole 25 rounds and all that good stuff. So yeah, Purple Captain Ginyu is actually really nice. I think he's probably one of the better ones because I think he actually has a way of healing himself every turn that goes away, because you have 4 turns throughout a TOP battle, whatever. So you have 4 turns, he heals up every single time after the match is over. I mean the turn is over, so he heals up to 8% each match, which is pretty nice. So yeah, basically just like a Frieza Force team in a sense. This is probably going to be the main team, but they have like a lot of Z tier units, and I feel like this is going to be the units where, I mean, the team that has like the #1 unit, #1 guy, like all the top players that's really trying to be #1 are going to be rocking Frieza Force, because just the amount of Z tier units they have on the team. So in terms of points, if you're trying to really be #1, Frieza Force is definitely going to be that team for you and everything. You can kind of just switch out who you want to put in here and everything, but Frieza Force is going to be the team that gives you the most points for sure for this season. So without further ado, let's hop into the second team. I'm gonna catch you guys there. Okay, so for the next team, that in terms of having like a lot of, you know, points and everything, is actually going to be Team Bardock. Now, if you guys see here, I actually filtered Team Bardock into Team Z, and literally every single Bardock instead of the red sparking one, the yellow one, and then the blue Zenkai one are all in Z tier. We go to B tier right here. You can see that you see the extra yellow and red one, and I think the blue Bardock is in C tier, I believe. Yeah, so like basically 3 of the Team Bardocks are at like R&B and C tier, and then everybody else is in Z tier. So Team Bardock is an interesting team. They really do have some nice synergy. I think one of the best units on the team is actually going to be Foster, because she actually heals the team every single second turn. She does restore his Team Bardock and rating, so you want her to be with Team Bardock members and all that good stuff, which is nice. So you want to probably put you probably want to put Foster in here in the middle, because she can heal the left and the right side. You do have units like, you know, Borgos. I think this is Borgos, right? Yeah, this is Borgos, right? Yeah, Borgos is really nice because at the end of the turn, he heals allied Bardock every turn. So he's actually going to heal more than Foster for the whole team, because he does it 2% every single turn for Team Allied Bardock members, which is nice. You also have Shuges here, which is really good. I mean, not really good, but he's pretty solid. He's okay. He's just there just to get that Z tier buff. Next is actually, you actually want to put in this Toro right here, because he actually helps in terms of health restoration and then damage inflicted buffs to ally members on his left and right side. So if you actually put, like, say for example, you know, you can put him here or whatever, and then oh, let me take this out. And you can put what's the name here, and then I'll probably put in probably the yellow Bardock, most likely. Either the yellow Bardock or actually probably the green Bardock. I might actually put the green Bardock here, because he actually has, you know, a little bit more to his kit compared to the other Bardock, the EX Bardock. And in here, I'll actually probably put in the purple Toro, because depending on his range, he does give extra support damage to certain people on his range, to the top, left, right, and bottom, kind of like a like the north, south, northwest, south, east. Basically, you can put him here. You probably want to put him in the middle, and then you could probably put like what's the name here, whatever, and then you can probably put like Shuges here, and then you can, you know, you can do something like this or whatever. And then what's name, you probably want to put her on the bench. She actually does support the team like anybody, and she actually heals Team Bardock as well. So you probably might want to put her here too on the setup. I don't know if you want to put her as a team 6, but you could put her on the bench as well, and then put this person here. Or if you don't really like that Bardock, you don't like that EX Bardock, you can actually just type in Saiyans and just see who is like the top, like a Z tier Saiyan unit or and everything, which is really nice. I think personally I'll probably actually go with this green Goku right here, because he actually heals the team. Like at the second turn, he heals the people on his left and right side by 5%. So I'll probably take out this EX Bardock and put him in, which is really good. He is an ST unit, which is really nice. He actually has heals. He can heal the team a little bit more, which is really good. You can also put in this EX Turles, which is really nice. He has a lot of ways to debuff him, and at the third turn he heals himself by 10%, which is really nice. So he has great survivability as well. You could take him out and put EX Turles in here, which is really nice. And then also you could even put Nappa in here, which Nappa is just a really solid unit as well. So if I was to really modify this team, I actually probably would take out this guy right here and probably put these two in here just to have more units that can heal the team and stuff, which is really nice. And they're really solid units. So S tier units too, pretty solid. Probably like this like Team Bardock Saiyan team in a sense. So yeah, let's hop into the third team. I'm gonna catch you guys there. Okay, so the next team I actually want to talk about is actually girls. You know, girls actually has some units that's in the Z tier and the S tier, and I really feel like they're actually pretty solid. Now let me actually break down some of these units. Now I could definitely make like a full Z tier girls team, but I feel like some of the girls that's in the S tier are actually, I personally will prefer a little bit more because of certain things that's in their kit. So some of the ones, if we actually check out, like say, let's just take a look at the full team, right? So this free-to-play Bulma is actually going to be pretty rare for a lot of you guys. So a lot of you guys probably not going to have her. So if you guys do not have this 1,000-day Bulma, because you have to log in for 1,000 days in Legends, if you don't have her, you could definitely replace her with let me see, S tier. Let me see, you could actually use, let me see, A tier. A tier, you can actually replace this Bulma with her because she actually does heal the team right here every at the end of every turn, 3%. So if you don't have this Bulma, you can put in the red 18 for her. But just to break down this team, for example, this Bulma actually provides support all around her, like for 5 spots, and then she actually heals herself after every turn by 2%, which is really nice because it gives her survivability. Same thing with this EXKL. EXKL, one of the biggest reasons why I use her, she does support the team, supports Universe Survival Saga and Girls, right, and Rival Universe. And then at the end of each turn, the people that's in the allies, she heals them by 2% and gives them damage inflicted buffs. So she's really there for buffing and healing the team, which is really nice. We actually go to the Ribrienne. One of the reasons why, like, I feel like she's actually pretty solid is, you know, she heals her own health by 2% after the second turn. So she has a way of healing as well. You guys see that I do like to value units that can heal because of survivability. You want to win 25 wins in a row, you want to have units that can heal themselves. So EX Green 18, if you check in her first ability, right at the end of first turn, she heals her health by 10%, which is really nice. Up her special move gauge, which is nice as well. Damage inflicted buffs. It's like I said, she's a Zenkai, so she has like a lot of damage inflicted buffs and key recovery that can help her attack first, which is really good. Then we actually go into launch right here. If you guys see launch second ability, you know, at the end of second turn, she restores her own health by 10 as well, and she also gives damage inflicted buffs to her allies in these specific spots, which is really good. And then we actually have like Kakunsa here. I think Kakunsa is pretty solid because she does give damage inflicted buffs, key recovery. I'm at 2 girls by 30%, so they can be able to attack first, which is really nice to all of her allies, which is really good. And then the people on the side right here, Urine has a really good kit. You guys see here, like, it's just a lot of stuff to read in terms of debuffing the enemies, in terms of their health restoration, damage received, all that good stuff right there. And then we actually have Rosie right here because she also supports the girls when she's on the battlefield, depending on if she's, as long as she's one of the units in the 6 units, she supports the team with damage inflicted buffs and good stuff. And I think if she actually dies, she actually helps the team as well, if I'm not mistaken. So really a girl setup. You know, I feel like this is probably the girl setup that I would use if I ran girls. Who knows? I might actually rock them for the season, but who knows? But this would probably be a team that I'll rock, is this girl setup right here. So I probably might do one more team and then I'll probably call it the video. If you guys have any other teams, you know, comment down below what you guys are gonna rock. But I'm just picking out like probably like the top 4 teams to rock for this season. So this is the 3rd team. Let's hop into the last team, and I'm catching you guys there. Okay, so the last team I actually want to talk about is actually GT. Now, the reason why I have them like last is because it depends on did you summon on the new units, the new banner or not. Now, the reason why for that is because if you actually go to the Z tier spot, you actually get to see that they're both the new EX Omega and the EX Majube is on Z tier. So, taking a look at the kit, like Omega Shenron's kit is actually insane. Like after he pops his blue card, he heals his own health by 5, which right, like he able to increase his special move gauge, and then his kit just does a lot, like key recovery, damage inflicted buffs if he's paired it with GT and PO units, which is really nice. And then Oob right here has a really good kit, bro, like 70 damage inflicted. Once his health gets to 60 below, he heals up as well. He gets all these damage inflicted buffs and all this good unique abilities and everything. So that's pretty much the reason why like I put GT, because those 2 units are on Z tier, which they have really good kits. You also have the Shenron at Z tier. He also supports the team just by being in here, so he just makes the team just do a lot more damage for 2 turns, which is really good. Super Baby 2 is really super like important for this team. Now, Super Baby 2 is actually in C tier, so I think he actually gets no boost on this, but you can't take him out because just the way that he heals the team after every turn, 2% with 3%. So throughout the whole match, it's going to be 12 altogether. Gives him damage inflicted buffs. Like he's just a must-have unit for GT. You know, even though he doesn't get no buffs, like no boost to the bonus points, he just makes the team survive better. Right? Green Super Baby is actually really solid as well. He actually be able to heal himself after every turn, I believe, 3%. And he actually does support the team and allies in range by 20%. So that's why I put him there. He's actually an S tier boost. And then for the people in the back, you know, like I kind of just put in some filler units like Shenron, because he's actually in S tier, I believe. You know, he's okay. You know, he does get health lower to 50. He does heal by 10%, which is nice. You do have this Ice Shenron, which is pretty solid because he does, if they do, I think probably pop a strike card at him, he does have a special action where they won't be able to hit him for 1 turn because of that. You know, it's kind of reminiscent to his green card. You pop a strike card, he kind of immobilizes you in a sense. So pretty solid unit there. And then you also have Hyper Metal Roto, which after every turn he heals about 2%, which keeps him survival, you know, just to maintain survivability. Now, if you don't, you know, probably don't like Shen, for example, you kind of just want units with more survivability, I will actually take out Shen and probably put in this Goku right here, because this Goku actually heals every single time. Now he's in CT as well, which is going to hurt with your bonus battle points, but like I said, if you're trying to just win 25 in a row, he might actually be like a more safer option to bring into this lineup than, you know, say for example like Shenron or EX Shenron or something like that. So I actually wanted to put GT in there just because of those 2 new GT units, EX GT units, because they are part of Z tier and all that good stuff. So yeah, I feel like those are probably the best teams to rock. You know, I might actually rock the girls setup. I think that's probably the team I'm feeling. It's either the girls setup or I might actually go with the Frieza Force setup. One of those 2 for this season and everything, and see how that goes. Basically, you just want to survive. You want to win 25 wins in a row and survive, and you should be pretty much straight. So hopefully this guide helped you guys out. Top 4 best teams to run in this meta. I mean, not this meta, in this TOP season. And let me know if you guys wanted me to make more of these videos. I'm definitely going to do a walkthrough as well, and just see how the results turns out from you guys watching the video, and like and commenting. Do you guys want to see more of this? So hopefully this video helped you guys out. Like, comment, subscribe, and we'll grow up, man. I'm out. Peace.